Hello everyone, today I'm here for Jaded Blossom and it's day 3 of Sneaky Peeks. So Gnome Dies tool add-ons, I'll be using that one again today. Super fun. Also the Nailed It stamp set. That's an awesome one, so I have that one. And also the coordinating dies to go with it. And the diamond plate and the tool stencil. Be using both of them today. The stitch circle die, and here is my panel, so 5 and 6 and 1/8, and I'll be using 2 of the little scraps of my samples for inside, and I'll just put them like so, just so it matches the outside of my card, and glue it down. So I'll be showing you the tool stencil on here. I do a couple samples on here, and yeah, we'll be building the little gnome. I did have another video like yesterday, had the same problem, and then some. Can I just say that? Yeah, and then some. So with all the issues, I'll be not doing videos until I fix those problems, because I'm not sure what videos will load and which ones will not. So frustrating. So I'm just bringing back my cuts that I did and adding a little bit of shading, because if you see my samples, I have some shading, and when you cut them with their dies, you take some of that shading off. So just replacing some of that shading, and I'm just using the black soot right now and going around. This one I just cut, my die wasn't big enough. I wanted more of the tools showing, so I just cut it myself to fit my card base. There it is. Just glue that down. I love this stencil. It's so nice. I like it. Love it. I love tools. I'm always doing something with my husband, with, building stuff. So I'm big on tools. There you go. Look at that. That's awesome. And I'll layer this one on top. I thought it'd be cool to use both of them on here. I do not show you how I did this one on here. I'm hoping that it'll load up and I can at a later date and maybe do a project again with it. So there's my little gnome. We'll be building him after I have partial of him, building him. Yes, partial. You have to laugh about it, or I'm gonna cry about it, and don't want to do that, right? So here we go. And I dressed my little Nomi today like my husband. He has overalls when he goes to the shop in yellow, and then his hard hat is gray. So I'm making this card for him. So let's just glue the sentiment right directly on there. So have a totally awesome birthday. I'm trying. It's a pun. So you can have him with no glasses or with glasses. I put glasses because, yes, my husband wears glasses all the time. So here we go. We're going to start building our stencil background. And I'm showing you the one that I changed the colors. So here I'm doing the screwdriver in red. And I add the color right on top, so you can check that out. So I do change some of the colors. I'm just making it a little bit more difficult, but it adds so much at the end. I love it. So here's one of my issues. I don't get the end of this one, so I do make my second one very close to this one. I'll use just one brown and one gray, but I do go in a little bit with the black just to show you what I did with this one because camera shut down on me. Yeah, I need something else. I'm getting very frustrated right now. So this one, I'm just going to say I used this brown gathered twig, I'm pretty sure. This one was the oxide, and this one's not. It's just the distressed one. So very, very different color. The same name, but different. On the next one, I'll be using this one because I like the darker one myself. I use this one all the time when I do my shading on my Nomi hands and nose and face. Yeah. So oxide and just the distress is totally different color. So I do like wipe down all my layers off so it doesn't change the color I use. So I'm going to go with a blue one now, and I do the paintbrush handle. So like that. And this is why I bring in the black for the next layer, is because the little handle, the blue handle, is very close to the gray that I use. So just to show a different tone, I bring a little bit of black and it makes such a big difference. But like I said, this one will be cut off at the end. And I do that after because I realize my blue and gray are too close in color. So there it is. So this layer I'm going all gray. The whole thing's going to be gray. And then, like I said, I'll be bringing a little bit of black on top of there, especially for the paintbrush. So there's a little difference, like I said. I just love this layer that I made here. And I'm so bummed out that it cuts like right here. That's it. So that's why I say I have the two samples there. I'm going to do this one easier. So all this is going to be brown, this layer. The next layer is going to be all gray, but then I'll bring in the black to show you how I did on the first one. So I do skip here and there because it takes so long to just put a little layer with the little tiny brush that I'm using. I like to get right in the little creases and nooks, and yeah, so that's why it takes so long. You use a bigger brush, you probably get the same. So I'm going to show you here. I did add a little dot to my stencil, and I added the same dot to that side, so then there's no confusion. You have your stencil going the same way. So here I'm going to do the whole thing now in that gray. So super easy, just go in with the gray. And like I said, I will skip here and there. And you really want to get into those little circles because that's where it looks like it's your little nails holding it to the saw. So much little details. It's so cute. I love it. Love, love, love. All right, so I wipe it down. So then when I go with my black soot there, you can, it's not going to be just a blob of gray anyways. So you want the true black coming out. So I do it for my paintbrush, and I do on the little saws, just where the handle is. So there's a difference, the brown to the gray has a little bit of black. So you see that now. And even if you do this and you get a little bit of black on the other tools, no biggie, it's all good. I got some a little bit, but I was not too worried about it. Your tools are dirty, you know, kind of thing. It's all good. It adds so much to it. And here I'm going to peel it off so you can see the difference. I'm showing you where I did a mistake, so I don't lie. I show you there's a little bit of smudging of the brown there. It's all good. It's a sample. I could cover that with my card base and stuff. So there I'm going to do a little bit of the gray for the sides, just like I did to the other one that you couldn't see because camera shut down on me. So I did frame it like this, and I do bring the black soot again just to darken it up a little bit. Before you do this, you want to make sure your tape is all nice and clean so you don't have some brown on there, and you want to kind of heat set this. If you let it sit for a bit, all good, but if you want to do this all at once, just use your heat gun on there and make sure all your inks are nice and dry first, or else you might get some smudging. So there. And I bring in now this black soot for a little bit of paint splatter. I did that on the other one too. It added so much. Like I say, I usually like to have them two a little different, but because I didn't get the end of my first one, I'm doing this one very similar, but like I said, a little bit less steps because the two stencils are just one brown, one gray, a little bit of black, and do the shading around, and a splatter is the similar thing. So there, I had smushed that a little bit. I'm just going to use my paintbrush, and it's all good. I should say my ink brush. There it is. So there is the two sample. I love the way they came out, and we'll start building half of our Nomi because like I said, I can't. You know what it did? It just loaded up the sound. We don't need the sound because I do my voiceover after. It was me singing. You don't want to hear that. It didn't have the video part. It just had the voice. It wouldn't load up my video of me doing my project. I really so confused how it was. Yeah, I just don't get it. So there I was just trimming the extra of your base of your Nomi. So yes, I always use my base of the girl gnome or the boy gnome. It just gives you a base to where to put your head, your beard, your whatever, right? So there I'm just putting little pop dots for my hand, and he's holding a measuring tape. My husband always is looking for his measuring tape, so that's what he asked for, a measuring tape. So I'm bringing him a little toolbox and a measuring tape. Yeah, he's always looking for his measuring tape. Like he said, he can have 20 of them and still gonna be looking for it. There's my little toolbox. So I did a little bit of shading with the black just to darken it up a bit, and here I'm putting the little handle, and I put shiny paper for the little handle, and those gonna be little clips and a little strips here, and they're all shiny too. So if you haven't seen some of our previous days, like I said, this is day 3. Go check them out. And tomorrow it's a blog hop. Sorry, I won't have a video because I'm having so much issue, but I'll have a project and you can join us in a hop. There's always some fun and different ideas on how to use these awesome new dies from all the DT members. I had forgot to add a little part to my little hat here, so I'm just trying to move my little nose out of the way. And of course, you can go watch Leanne's videos and you'll see the whole thing built. Pretty sure she's not having trouble like I am. So, yes. And I do add a few little lines here and there for some highlights. Like I said, so sorry that I didn't have the whole little guy. But I did do my gnome yesterday with the overalls. If you want to go check that out if you didn't. It's a little girl gnome that's painting. She's pretty cute. And I do have a video on Monday, and I had no trouble on Monday. It was a nice day. So there, I'm just putting a little bit of highlights on his nose too. And there, he's all done. And I'll bring in all the materials that I used for this fun card. I love the way it came out. And like I said, I'm hoping to make a video with the other stencil, but have to fix my problem first. All right, bring in my cute little Nomi card and the other background that I created on this one. So I hope you like my card for today and you join us tomorrow for our hop, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye.